We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Stroud to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Anderson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Jacobs. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Anderson. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Anderson. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw. Anderson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Edwards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Stroud. Shoves him away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Anderson finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gibbs straight ahead. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Jake Bailey now. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. To throw is Anderson on first down. Anderson loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Anderson. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Pass out left finds Johnston. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Anderson. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Quentin Johnston, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 12. First down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Anderson. Hard throw. Incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now Anderson throwing on first down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Anderson over the middle, complete to Samuel. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Anderson now. Off play action. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Anderson to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
And of Las Vegas, first down.
They run it with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again, Anderson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. First and 10, it's Stroud. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Anderson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Anderson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
124 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Anderson. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Anderson to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Stroud back to throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.